The first thing we want to do when addressing an anterior pelvis is to release the muscles of the low back. So in this rest position, really breathe into your low back muscles, using your breath to expand the tissues. And then you're going to come up onto your hands and knees. And now we'll continue using your belly muscles. Pull your belly towards your spine, drop your tail, and release. Notice that she's really isolating this movement in the low spine, pulling the belly towards the spine, dropping the tail, and then releasing. Exhale as she lifts her belly towards her spine, curves her spine, lengthens the tissues in her low back, and release. Good. From here, she's extending one leg long behind her, and then she will lift a leg using the hamstring and the glute. This is a tricky exercise because she uses the hamstring to lift the leg, but she wants to really use the deep abdominals to lengthen the spine, keeping length through the top of her head. And she'll keep lifting. Good, lengthening the front of her hip and the other side, of course. Exhale as she lifts, pulling the deep low belly muscles towards the spine. Lift and lower. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. From here, we have a hip flexor stretch. So she's going to take one foot, press it forward. Now, to really get a nice stretch in the front of the hip, she's going to curl her tailbone underneath her. She'll lengthen through the top of her head, have a nice long spine, and then just gently she'll lean forward, feeling the stretch in the front of her hips. You want to take a couple nice, strong breaths here. Keep breathing, and then you'll try the other side. Curl that tailbone underneath you first, and then release your hip forward. Great. Using the length. Good. Now, lying on her side, we want to do the clam. Often when there's an anterior pelvis, the psoas and hip flexors are tight, and the piriformis, a muscle in the back of the hip, can help release them. And so to exercise it, you just keep your heels together, lift up your top knee. Exhale as you lift, inhale, release. Exhale. All goes from previous post. You want to make sure that waist is lifted. You're lengthening through the top of your head. You're not rocking back and forth. You're keeping your hip right one on top of the other. Exhale as you lift. And now you're ready for a side series. Your pelvis is nice and balanced, and you'll exhale as you lift up. Inhale as you release. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, release. Good. Using the side of your hip. Good. Great work.